In this video, let's continue with the same use case where we will develop multiple screen and based on the input from user, we will display a specific screen. Here, learning will be develop multi-screen contact form based on the user input selection, display at a time only one screen. Again, we will have practice how to access values of previously added elements in previous steps. Now, what's the problem statement? In previous two videos, we are continuing with the same use case. If you have not watched previous two videos, kindly watch it and then come to this video. What is problem statement here? Organization is receiving multiple types of customer inquiries like job inquiry, product inquiry, or support request through a single contact us form. Then we need to develop a multi-screen, or I can say multi-step contact form. The first step is develop this multiple screen of the contact form, like first user input, then whatever user has input, summarize it, and based on the selection of the purpose, like whether customer or end user is filling this form for job inquiry or for product inquiry or for support request. Based on this, it will be navigated to corresponding screen either for product inquiry or job inquiry or support request. So our first task here, we will develop these three screens, and the second task is we will display it conditionally. So let's start, and the same I have mentioned here. To address this, a dynamic multi-step contact form is required where the corresponding user journey can be started. Now let me revise about the previous two videos. In the first video, we have developed this contact us form. In the last video, we have summarized it, and here we learned how to access the value of the element, for example email or previous step. Email is the element added in the step 1 where name is a contact us, step name is a contact us, element name is the email. So how to access this? Contact us colon email. So this way we have access it here, contact us colon email. I can show you like this, and this path, JSON path, should be added in the merge syntax like double %. Now let's add three screen for each type of inquiry. So I'm adding this step 1. What will be this? I can give the name product inquiry. I can give the same label. We can duplicate this and we can give the name here job inquiry, as we need a unique name. Job inquiry. Same we can duplicate support request. And I can give the label support inquiry, or I can give here support request also. I can modify this as a support request. Now our three screens are ready. Let's test it, how it looks. We will fill the form as per our previous videos and we'll select the purpose. Now we need to test our screen. So directly I will select the purpose job inquiry. Next, summary of user input. Purpose we selected job inquiry. Next, we are able to see product inquiry, the first screen we have added. Then we are able to see job inquiry. Then we are able to see support request. If I go to the previous, here we selected job inquiry. Similarly, I can select product inquiry. Then again, if I do the next product inquiry, we are able to see product inquiry screen, job inquiry screen, and support request screen as well. Actually, this should not be a valid scenarios or valid development. Actually, if I select product inquiry, then I must be able to see only product inquiry and not other screen. As we are going step by step, our first task is developing this screen. So these screens are developed. Now display this screen conditionally. What will be the condition? If I select purpose product inquiry, where it is? It is in the purpose tab. Where is that? This is the purpose element and this is the select element. Okay, so select element is a purpose. Where it is? That is under the contact us step. So contact us, copy it. You can use a notepad plus plus colon. What's the element name? Purpose. Copy it, paste it. What? Step name colon element name. I'm repeating, we are not supposed to use the label, we need to use the name, and hence we need to use this data JSON only. If you go to the design and if you go to the element, for example, if I select this purpose, here label and name are the same, but always use name only. Now we are selecting this, and what we are supposed to do, based on the value of this purpose, we need to display this one of the screen out of the three. For example, I want to display this product inquiry whenever contact us colon purpose value is product inquiry. How to do it? Go to the step. I want to make this step conditionally. So the moment you click on this, you will be able to see the step properties, name, label, etc. Scroll down, you will be able to see conditional view. So this step properties, conditional view, here you can add the condition. What's the condition? Click there. You copy this JSON path, put here as it is, mention here contact us colon purpose. What should be the value? Value should be like this. If you think from where this value is coming, let me save and I will show you again from where the value is coming. If you go to this purpose pick list or select element, here you are able to see job inquiry. What's the value? Job inquiry. What's the value here? Product inquiry. So same values we need to mention it there. This is what we have mentioned here. Contact us colon purpose, its value is product inquiry. Similarly, for the job inquiry, select on the step, click here, go to the step properties, go to the conditional view, show element if true, copy this, paste it here, equal to, I can type here, job inquiry. Save it. So I can make this conditional. Job inquiry step, its value is job inquiry. Similarly, I can go to the support request. Click on the step properties, scroll down, conditional view, click here, and here you can type contact us colon purpose. Contact us step name, element name. If the value of this element is support request, then only show this screen support request. You can check this by clicking on this, hover the mouse over here, and you can check this product inquiry. Whenever the value of the purpose of step contact us is a product inquiry, this screen will get display. Similarly, if the value is job inquiry, this screen will get display, and same for the support request as well. Let's see how this works or whether this is working or not. For testing purpose, I will not enter all the values of this form. Let's see only job inquiry. Next, summary of user input. We have selected job inquiry. Now we are expecting that only the screen of job inquiry should be visible. Next, yes, we are able to see screen of job inquiry and we are not able to see next button here. It means form is ended here. If I go to the previous and if I select product inquiry, next we selected product inquiry, we should be able to see screen of product inquiry, and yes, we are able to see it. There is no next button, there is no other screen is visible. Last one we can also test support request, and if we test it, yes, we are able to see only specific screen of support request. In the next video, we will add some more elements here. What should be the fields in the support request? What is that different form? That we will see in the next video. But here, our intention of developing this, whatever the purpose we are selecting, only for that purpose specific screen should be visible. So what we did, we developed 3 different screens and we made these screens conditionally visible based on the user input. And this is what purpose of this video. So based on the input from the user, it will be summarized here, and out of these 3 screens, one of the screen will be shown to the user. Based on this discussion, you can try this question. Even though this use case is very simple and generic, but this is very useful in different domains like insurance, banking, etc. This is what controlling the navigation between screens in OmniScript. Or you can say conditional view. You can give the real-time examples as well. And if it is not working, why it's not working, that you can debug. Either you can check the JSON path, whether JSON path is correct or not, or you can check value of the condition. What value you are mentioning in these conditions, that you can check. For example, here is a support request, and here you have mentioned something else, maybe a typo or some other value you have used, so you need to check that. Based on this two, answer of the fourth and fifth question can be given. Feel free to comment your answer, or if you have any kind of question doubt, you can mention the same in the comment. I will try to answer it. In the next video, as I mentioned, these screens are empty now. We are only displaying the screens based on the user input. But what should be the element? What are the different fields in this screen? That we will try to complete. One or two journey I will try to complete. Another one you can try it. And we will add different kind of elements in different journeys. If you understand some concept from this video, if you learn something 1 or 2%, kindly subscribe the channel, like it and share it in your network. Also let me know if you want video on specific topic, that you can mention in the comment. Thank you for watching.